Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Hillary here. It is Brain Health Month at Cultivate, and it is, I feel like, the most imperative topic for women and women's medicine right now in the year 2024 is what can we do to preserve our memory, our brain function, our brain health? I was on a walk yesterday with a dear friend whose mother was just diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Obviously, it creates a large cascade of care and what needs to happen. Um, as we age, if we lose our mental faculties, we're obviously unable to live alone. We're susceptible to different sort of scams out in the world. Like, things just start to deteriorate quickly. And so it's just an imperative, as we are generally women. I know men also watch this. Um, but we want to be matriarchs for our family. We want to have activity, be able to do whatever we can do. We want to be able to travel. I spent some time on the 4th of July weekend with my great aunt and uncle. They're in their 80s. They both have pretty sharp brain function. And so the traveling is hard for them to go see their grandkids, but they're there and with it. So it makes it so possible. Whereas when your brain function starts to really decline, doing those kinds of big things outside of your home feels like an impossibility. So in order to preserve quality of life, this is an imperative. And what we do now in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, anything you do really makes it so your 70s and 80s are there in full capacity. My grandfather lived till 97. He was sharp as a tack. It's my goal to be like him. And as women, the deck is a bit stacked against us. So we're trying to reverse some of those statistics going forward. As of now, 1 in 5 of women age 65 are getting diagnosed with dementia. That is not acceptable. It is way too young. So what can you do in your daily life? A lot of patients or people come and say, well, I'm taking mushrooms and using cordyceps and using lion's mane, and all those things are great. There's really good supplements. We'll be covering them in this month. Different ideas. If you're in our community, our collective, we are talking about genetic tests and diving much deeper into blood sugar and supplementing and coming up with some good programs. But for now, when we're just kind of covering surface, you need to have the basics covered. So like last week, I was on vacation. I took a pretty big holiday from my just structure when you're on vacation. And what are some of the things that I see missing? One thing that I could tell for me is I was just less sharp. And the thing that shifts when I'm on vacation is I'm not eating the essential fatty acids. So in the United States, we tend to have major essential fatty acid deficiencies. We don't tend to eat as much fish as some other cultures, like the Mediterranean cultures. You'll always hear me talk about Spain. And Spain, everybody like pre-parties with little baby fish. There's appetizers, sardines, boquerones, all these little fish. Fish is just a bigger part of the diet. Here, it's not part of our standard diet. We tend to eat chips and salsa or bread and butter before meals, or we're not eating little fatty fish. So for me, one of the easiest ways to get essential fats is using a daily smoothie. And we talk about this a lot. It's just one of those things that's easy to control, because 3 things, just the basic nutrients that help brain health, are protein, hydration, and essential fatty acids. So for me, the easiest way, rather than eat anchovies in the morning, is to use essential fatty acids like these. This is hemp hearts, and this is chia seeds. This is one of my favorite brands. That's Navitas. The owners are incredible. They live here in where I live in Northern California. They're great stewards of the earth, and they do a great job. So chia seeds have essential fatty acids. They are high in EFAs, and same as hemp hearts. Hemp hearts also makes a complete protein. So when you use both of them, the thing that I really notice is my skin feels smoother, and my brain feels on, my energy feels very sustained. I like to mix that with a protein powder. This happens to be our protein powder that we love, because I love it because it's got a basic multivitamin included. So I don't have to take pills or multivitamin in the morning. I'm getting a good amount of B vitamins. The B12 is very high, the B6. So B vitamins are great for the brain, as is the protein. So when I'm making a brain health smoothie, there's a couple other things that I want to add. So this has 2 scoops of this protein powder, has 15 grams of protein. So that's a really good thing for the morning. And then 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts adds 10 grams more of a complete protein. So that's like an incredibly protein packed breakfast. Helps to regulate my blood sugar throughout the day, because blood sugar is also extremely important for brain health. The essential fats that comes in chia seeds, 2.5 tablespoons. I don't use that. I use about a tablespoon of chia seeds with the essential fat for the essential fats. And that is also protein rich. Then, like I said before, that hydration is really important. One of the things I love putting in a smoothie is a very watery vegetable, and that helps me get some of my vegetable servings, and the water content helps my cellular hydration. So one of my favorite smoothie vegetables, Kara doesn't like this one, but she's not on right now, so I get to talk about it, is parsley. I love parsley. It's got a lot of vitamin K and magnesium in it. And the other one that I love is cucumber. So I take a section like this of cucumber. It's got a ton of water content and fiber. And then, as you guys probably know, another important thing for the brain are antioxidants. Antioxidants, protein, essential fatty acids. And so that is what this smoothie is. I add dark cherries. This is a big bag of organic dark cherries. You can use any kind of dark berry, frozen or not. I like to use frozen. So it's that simple. For me, it's about a handful of dark cherries. That gives me a little bit of sweetness. Protein, I'm getting about 30 grams of protein in my morning smoothie, which turns my brain on, keeps it really active. The hemp hearts and the chia seeds add the omega-3 essential fats that literally coat the cell membranes. It makes cell membranes in your brain more flexible. Things moving across the cell membrane more easily. Essential fats are so crucial for our brain health. And then I use a nut milk and some water so that I'm getting a lot of hydration, and add some fiber and water content again for cellular hydration. Brain health isn't hard. You don't need super expensive supplements that you're on for years and years and years. You just need the basics, and the basics need to be done really regularly. So if you're doing something like this, a smoothie is an awesome snack as well for after, like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or for lunch or as a meal replacement, that could work too. But in the afternoon, many of us have a very normal brain dip when we probably should be taking a rest, and not that many people do that. A smoothie is also a great time to kind of bring and enliven your brain. So Brain Health Month, we're going to cover, like I said, the basics of nutrition, because don't spend a lot of money on fancy mushrooms and supplements if you're not getting your basics in. If you're not getting the amount of protein you need, hydrating your tissues, antioxidants, essential fats. These things are the building blocks for brain health that's long lasting and long standing. And we'll start to talk about some more things that you can do, adding to your just easy rituals that become habits that will literally stack on top of each other to help create great brain chemistry and good brain fluidity and brain detoxification. All these things are really important to prevent dementia. So see you soon.